Hey my friends, I am your friend Kevin, back again with this week's navigations for the week ahead. This is where I take the tarot cards. The deck I'm using is the Archangel Messages Tarot by Radleigh Valentine, and I add them to the daily numbers, angel numerology numbers, and then put it all together so that we can navigate what's coming up, what's likely going on with the planets, the moons, just the general energy for the week based on quite a few divination cards. So let's get right to it. Move over here. It's my notes. I make my little notes every Sunday morning. So this is the week ahead for June 29th to July the 5th, 2025. We're in week 27 of the whole year. So the good news this week on the romantic front is that Venus is connecting with Uranus, Saturn and Neptune. Venus is connecting with Uranus, Saturn and Neptune. So it's about taking steps to make your wishes turn into reality. That's like making a plan. Here's your wish. How am I going to get there? Now, July is set to be quite a lively month, with the first of the month heading our way this coming Tuesday, and another of the outer planets, Uranus, is going to change signs. So that's 3 for 3 in the last 3 months, with Saturn changing in May and Jupiter changing in June, and now Uranus changing this month. This means that the astrological landscape, as we've seen it, known it, felt it, and been with it, has changed. Uranus has been in Taurus for the past 7 years, and it's soon going to move into the sign of Gemini. Then it's going to briefly pop back into Taurus in November and stay there until like next year, early part of next year. Uranus, on the other hand, is a planet of disruption, meaning Uranus is about freedom. It's about liberation. It's about the electricity and the chaos that gets created whenever Uranus comes and goes and does its thing. You'll need to check which house in your personal chart is affected by the new moon energy of Gemini, which came up a week ago. Might sound a little alarming. It might get people off kilter, but whatever house is affected, the upheaval will likely be needed and welcome, because it creates the necessary changes we need to move us forward and shift us out of where we've been. Like, my rising sign is in Leo, even though my sun sign is in Scorpio. I use the rising sign to depict what house is being affected by this Uranus shift. So it's going to affect my 11th house, which is about balancing time between my own needs and the needs of helping other people. What can I do to help other people, as well as maintaining my own self-balance with this mess coming up? Now, Neptune is going to be retrograding on July 4th. And Saturn is going to retrograde on July 13th. And Chiron will retrograde at the end of the month on July 30th. So be prepared to turn your emotional attention inward this month, as these retrograde cycles are going to have the planets turning on themselves, giving us all another chance to look at parts of our lives that are being activated. Let's get into each one of the days. The 29th, June 29th. We've got the 2 of Water, 2 of Cups, really emphasizing partnership, commitment, romance, reconciliation, any of those issues dealing with our friends and family type of energy. Success, because it's a number 8 angel numerology day, and a day to think positive and believe in choices that you're making for you and your loved ones for their highest good. This is a King of Earth day. In this case, it's a 2 of Water day. Use Archangel Ariel and Jophiel as your pink players. Both Ariel and Jophiel are the archangels that work with pale, soft pink and deep magenta pink. On Monday, we have this impetuous night of fire, passion. Off we go. Get up and go. Nothing getting in my way. Boisterous, this kind of thing. Confident, passionate, adventurous. But the moon has arrived and is moving through the sign of Virgo. It could mean striking a balance between your ego and your inner feelings. Introspection will be your best ally on Monday. On Tuesday, we have the Two of Earth, in other words, the Two of Pentacles. This is about balancing priorities, having too many plates up in the air. You can do it, you can multitask, just make sure you got your priorities in the right space. It's an number 8 numerology day, and so that means success, a day to think positive and believe in choices that you make. It's a day for light, for bright, and for making people feel welcome, feel valued. This is how we balance all of this out. Moving into Wednesday, July the 2nd. This is a declaration day to be creative and confident, as well as kind and giving to other people. The Empress will be your friend and the Hermit will be your friends today, as well as Archangel Michael and Gabriel. But this card is about renewal, reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. In traditional tarot, this is a judgment card. You may have to go inward and see where you need to be your most effective ally on Wednesday. Moving into Thursday, we have the Page of Earth. Now, the Page of Earth can be two things. One, incredibly self-reliant and really self-assured and making good choices with money and finances, but it can also bring on the sign of impetuousness and a little bit of recklessness. So we do have to look at where is the energy, the vibrational energy coming from when it comes to the finances and these good ideas. Studious, prepared, cheerful, so keep your energy upbeat on Thursday. Being the 3rd of the month, it's also a 10-1 day. Oh, I should have said that yesterday, Wednesday, it was a 9 day, a declaration day, a day to be creative and confident and kind to others, not an 8 day. 8 day is on Tuesday. On July 3rd, we have a 10-1 day. First quarter moon is off and running in the sign of Libra. This leads to possible relationship, partnership shakeups. Get ahead of the game by seeing where you may be able to swim in calm waters. Balance out the tensions. Be ambitious, magical, new beginnings, but also make sure you tie up things that need to be tied up, particularly when it comes to giving extra gravitas to other people. Friday, we are moving into July the 4th. Happy birthday, America. This is a number 2 day, a day to be diplomatic, stay the course, steady your resolve. It's too early to make any rash decisions about what's going on and what plans are coming up. This is on a 2 day, before there's more information. Use Archangel Jophiel and Raguel as your helpers. Now this is the 10 of Earth, and the 10 of Earth, or 10 of Pentacles, is typically tied to family money, tied to inheritances, tied to people owing you things, maybe you owe somebody. It's that sort of energy, prosperity, security, and tradition. However, it may be a time to plan your finances, work on a financial plan for the rest of the year, work on a budget, but just stay the course, keep moving forward. Saturday, we have the 7 of Air. We also have a number 3 angel numerology day. This is about reflection. The day to listen to your inner guidance and be gentle with your approach to yourself and others. Perhaps you find ways to nurture yourself and use Archangel Azrael, Gabriel, Raziel, Jophiel, and Zadkiel as your Archangel Board of Directors. Because the moon is in Scorpio on Saturday. That's the bedrock for personal and business relationships. Who and what you trust is going to be on the table on Saturday. So dig into your deeper feelings. See where your own personal values are, where your loyalties are. See where they're being placed. And see who has them in their own pockets, like loyalty, trustworthiness. But it's also a good idea to see who has shown themselves to be untrustworthy, those who have shown themselves to be shallow, those who have shown themselves to be shady. The Seven of Air, or the Seven of Swords, is a card about caution, awareness, consequences that happen over trusting in or around people that either probably don't deserve it. If that makes sense. So all in all, I think the start for July is about introspection, balance, and laying out a plan that has some sense to it. I also get a sense for this week, because of the outer planets continuing to change, that there will be some upheaval happening out in the world as it has been. And my only little psychic nugget for you, keep those you regard as close to you. Keep those thoughts, feelings of change and exciting opportunities close to your heart. Oftentimes, when we have confident, ambitious plans, we want to go out there and scream it to the world. We want to go say, oh my goodness, you won't believe what I've got coming up, what I want to do, what I'm looking for doing. But the rest of the world may not be up for what you're suggesting. They may not be ready to hear your joy, happy, loving life. This is where it gets a bit tricky. I would say for the first week of July, listen internally to what your heart is saying, and then pay attention externally to what's happening. How is it showing up? Well, my friends, I will be back every day for your Divine Daily Blast in the morning, and my good friend Joanna and I will be back with another Minute of Madness with the Unicorn and the Fairy. So stay tuned. Lots of love. Bye for now.